What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. Um, so I've seen a striking revelation here. Um, I went to James's channel, World News Report, and he was looking at some of the headlines here, and so he starts going into talking about how if you want the truth, you gotta like bypass Google, basically, right? Because like they're only gonna show you like so. Right here, he ends up coming across a news article that says January 2nd, 2023. Well, we're already about to be in 2024, so this has been going on for quite some time. If this is what what the truth is, right? And I've always said, like, you got to be careful um what you intake as far as like information and news. You got to discern for yourself. And I can almost guarantee that if the mainstream media is taking off with it, then there's probably a lot of misinformation. It's probably a crock of shit, right? Like, so I'm hearing a lot of people say, well, they're releasing it. They're releasing it. The time is right, right? Like, because now they're like saying that all these people are getting sick and like there's just like numerous hospital um visits, right? And then like I kind of like thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. I thought most people that were getting the first round of sickness, the C one, were dying. So if all these people are still alive after um getting the C virus, like what's going on here? Like like there's so many like discrepancies, right? First of all, I thought the C virus was a deadly one. Remember with all those numbers, all these people were dying, all the hospital visits. Well, apparently, they're saying people who have gotten the C virus are the ones getting the pneumonia. Well, that would be everybody then, right? But wait a minute. I thought most people who were getting the C virus were contracting a deadly virus, right? Like this thing was supposed to be so contagious and deadly. It appears everybody's gotten it, right? Like so like wait a minute here. Now I'm getting discrepancies on the C virus, right? Like none of it makes sense. So if um they're reporting this as of January of this year, like this has been going on for a long time, right? Or all of it is a crock of shit. Now, when the mainstream media and the ones in control your information and they control the narrative, if this were the case, we should have seen this thing like at the beginning of 2023. Correct? No? I mean, it only makes sense. And then at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute. If the same people who got the C virus are the ones getting the pneumonia, like, aren't they supposed to be dead? And then everybody's like thinking in their heads, they're like, wait a minute, but children were the ones that weren't getting the C virus, right? I don't understand. So if this is the case, to me, we should have already burned through this, right? Like you should have been here a long time ago, right? Because like nothing changed, right? They weren't telling you to like not go to China, right? Or like they weren't telling people from China not come to America, right? Things were going on as normal, right? Like the whole time. Wait a minute, you're telling me that there's like this pandemic going on? I don't understand. So, right?
This is Yandex, owned by a Russian company, but you know what? They have every single, look at it, page 20, and you won't see a thing. So what do you want to do?
So there's a lot of discrepancies here, right? Like None of it makes sense.
And misinformation in there. That's all. So on the 23rd, they demand, the WHO and CDC demand information on this. Although they know it's been going on for what, a couple years now.
Right? So, like, what's going on here? Right? Like, I don't understand. Like, well, James ends up getting into some old other narrative, or like he goes somewhere else with it. But me, I'm just sticking with what I've been saying, right? Like, because none of this makes sense. And I'm thankful that James is giving me or us this information right now, because if we did not know this, we would not know. We would be the majority of people that don't have this information. So do what you will with it, you know, soak it in with discernment. You be the judge.